We're in Kensington Market right now, and we're going to be speaking with someone who has been an activist, of course, for years. Jodie Emery, you have been fighting for the legalization of recreational cannabis for so long. What does this day finally happening mean to you?
Well, it's an enormous symbolic shift. The whole world is watching, and now countries around the world can say, let's legalize it here too. So that's very important. But for me, my activism has always been based on the civil liberties side of things. And we still have issues with access, and we still have issues of unfairness in the criminal justice system, with business licensing, driving laws. All across the board, there are prohibitions, restrictions, and all sorts of punishments we still need to address. But I'm still very happy because it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, and this morning it appears the government is going to be announcing amnesty for those who have been charged and convicted with simple possession. It's something else. It's something that you've been fighting for as well.
Yes, for years I've been campaigning for a marijuana moratorium, just stop the arrests now. But at least we're having today an announcement of some kind saying that possession of under 30 grams will be pardoned. I hope those are free pardons because pardons are expensive, and there are a lot of people who can't afford that process. And I'd like to look at amnesty for all of the peaceful, nonviolent criminal record holders like myself. I'm a trafficker on the big end of the scale, even though I only operated dispensaries for 2 months out of 15 years of activism, or 2 years of that for our dispensary franchise. So here we are on the outside looking in, hoping to get legal and licensed, and that's why I've got this new coffee shop with a hemp theme in all the design, but I want to be a legal recreational store too.
Hey, and speaking of that, we know that right now you can only buy cannabis online on those websites. Do you think that there will be a shift to people buying that legal cannabis online rather than going through the people they used to buy from before it was legal?
Well, medical cannabis laws have always pushed the way, and one of the charter challenges in court that we win on is access. There's not enough access. Today, if a patient has only a $5 bill, they can go down to a dispensary and get a joint. But if you have to have a credit card with money on it and a mailing address and permanent housing, go online to a government website, there are all sorts of issues with access and cost. Plus, you have people who have privacy concerns. They don't want their name on a government website saying they use cannabis. There's still a stigma. You can lose your job, your kids, and so many other rights just because of using cannabis. So that's a major issue, and we should be legalizing and licensing the industry that already exists, the people who created this, instead of licensing them out of the process and allowing just newcomers in. It's got to be fair and equitable because cannabis isn't something new invented by men in suits. It's something a lot of people have been persecuted and suffered for decades, and we need to make things right.
All right. Thank you so much, Jodie, for joining us again. We'll send it back to Dina next.